I cheated on my ex and it was the worst thing I ever did. Just told her over a year later and I think I've made it worse. Posted by Zipcode. If you like these stories and want to see more, please like and subscribe. So for context, I was dating this girl, who was by all measures great. She'd literally never done anything to hurt me ever. She was kind and sweet and funny as hell. We dated for a few months, then the Rona lockdowns hit, and we ended up stuck in different cities. We kept trying to say, oh, it's only a 2-week lockdown. Oh, they're only adding another couple weeks on. But we hit 6 months, which was longer than when we'd been dating, and I ended up sleeping with a mutual friend of ours. I felt god-awful. I wanted to tell her, but then we split up, so I thought to save the memory of our relationship, I'd keep it to myself. I was actually just being a coward. In the intervening year, I kept having casual sex with a mutual friend, but we kept it secret because we didn't really want questions asked. I've also still been talking a little here and there to my ex, and if I'm completely honest, I've had feelings for her this whole time. Crap way to show it, I know, and she's brought up the idea of us a few times. I've always shot it down because I've felt guilty and that it would be unfair to her. Fast forward to last week. My ex invited me to a party, and the mutual friend I cheated with, I went. A mutual friend was a no-show. At the party, I ended up confessing to my ex that I had cheated. She was understandably upset, asked if it was a random or someone I knew. I said it was someone I knew already. She didn't ask any more questions, really, but seemed to want to patch things up and still be friends. I would have really liked that. Then she phoned me last night, telling me she knew who I'd cheated on her with and that someone else had told her, incredibly upset, feeling betrayed, and I doubt she'll ever talk to me again. All I want to do right now is apologize again and again and again, but I'm going to respect her request not to contact her. I wish there was anything I could do to make it better. I hate myself for hurting her so badly. I would love to have even a chance to do something to make it up to her. I don't know what to do, though. TLDR, I cheated on my ex, told her over a year after, someone else told her it was a mutual friend, and now I've hurt her beyond repair, and it is the worst thing I've ever done. And now for the top comments. She told you what to do. Leave her alone. All the rest is you continuing to be selfish and assuage your guilt and terrible behavior. I'd stop pursuing her, apologizing sincerely and letting her know you have no expectations but feel it's the worst thing you've ever done. Honestly, I'd never take back a cheater. I wouldn't even get into a relationship with someone I found out had cheated in the past because it's such a sensitive thing for me. If she wants to forgive you and pursue the relationship, let that be her choice. You should leave her to make it without pressure. On the upside, I really hope you've learned your lesson for future relationships. A cheating partner would be the most hurtful thing I could go through in a relationship, and I'd say that's likely how most feel. Hope you grow from this. Relieved face. You screwed up. Now you deal with the consequences like an adult and live with what you did to take an opportunity away from yourself. You are not her friend. You are the dude that cheated with one of the worst choices for an AP. Leave her in peace and go fix yourself. Be a better you so that you don't do this to someone else. She has to heal and find her own way through this. And now for our next story. Should I leave now or wait until I know I can financially support myself? Posted by 100,004,986. So I'm just hoping someone can just give me some advice on my situation. So the other night, one of my boyfriend's friends came home on leave from the military, and we wanted to celebrate it. We all got super drunk, and my BF passed out super early, so it's just his friend and me talking. I've always deep down known that my BF wasn't faithful to me for the last year or so, but I never had proof, so I never acted on that feeling, but for some reason, that night, that doubt was weighing extra heavy on me. I asked his friend if he was loyal to me, and it turned out a couple of months ago when my BF went to visit this particular friend, they rented an Airbnb, and my boyfriend had a Tinder girl over, and he slept with her. He also told me about a few other incidents that I just don't care to type out. In all honesty, I'm not even surprised because I've had that gut feeling. I haven't cried, and I don't really care, I just want out. The problem is I'm about to start school and my hours are going to make it extremely difficult, and it's going to be next to impossible to have a job during the week, so I'm worried I won't be able to support myself alone. Apartments aren't cheap, and I'm worried that if I leave right now, I won't be able to make it. I added everything up, and I should be bringing in about $450 a week, maybe a little more when I do start school. I start next week, so I think if I save for a while, I can eventually leave. But my main thing is I don't know if I should say something now or wait until I'm leaving. I don't want that awkward tension while I'm still here. I'm very good at suppressing things and acting like nothing's wrong, so part of me wants to just wait to say something until I have enough money to support myself, but the other part of me wants to scream "Frack you for wasting my time" and walk out the door right now. I just have nowhere to go at the moment, so I don't know what to do. Any advice would help THX. And now for the top comments. I think you definitely need to speak to your boyfriend. You were all drinking when his friend told you all this information, and your boyfriend had already passed out. Could the friend have ulterior motives? Is it possible he may not have been truthful in what he told you? Regardless of the answers to those questions, you need to speak to your boyfriend. It's not healthy to stay in this situation. You can look for a roommate instead and actually enjoy your living situation rather than being miserable with someone you don't trust. I think if you stay, it will really drain you emotionally and physically. I know it doesn't feel like you care now, but you may be numb and bottling it. Infidelity can cause all sorts of responses in people, and it may come out later in ways that may be more harmful to you. I saw another user suggest a roommate, which is a great idea. I think you should get out as soon as possible. I also think you should ghost him. Nothing is more upsetting for a cheater than being ignored or not having closure. Frankly, they thrive on the drama of cheating and could care less if you know. But not knowing why you left or what happened? Oh, that drives them crazy. The friend could always tell him, but it's in his best interest not to. We always want them to know we know, but honestly, they really don't care. Or they wouldn't have done it in the first place. What's the worst for the cheater is not knowing. What's best for the betrayed is no contact. Move on, get away from this person, and live your best life. I'm so sorry. Frown. Do you guys have kids? If not, then leave. If anything, go stay with your family while looking for a roommate. I stayed, but we had kids. Everything turned really toxic, especially for our kids. I was just staying because I was a stay-at-home mom, didn't want to share our kids, didn't want to lose our house, and didn't want to work. My youngest was only 2. Everything came to a head after months of living like this. We both got arrested for DV, lost our house, there was a no-contact order placed against us both before we could be released from jail, with our home address on it, and we had to deal with CPS for almost 2 years doing services that they wanted us to do. I didn't lose my kids ever but wish I wouldn't have stayed. It was one of the most stressful times in my life. You deserve so much more than that. That's just what you know he's done. I'm sure there's much more. I'm so sorry you're dealing with this. My thoughts are with you. And now for our next story. So I nearly cheated on my girlfriend of 2 years. Posted by limp_elderberry4609. For some context, I have been losing feelings for my GF, and I don't know how to tell her because she still loves me. So last week I was with some friends at a friend's house, and they wanted girls to come. I asked this girl who I've been talking to for a few months now, and it's pretty obvious that we both have feelings for each other. So this girl agrees to come, and when she does and she really hit it off, and we talk for hours, and she eventually takes me into a room, and we start cuddling until she leans in for a kiss, but it's interrupted by a friend of mine walking in, and he says don't do it. From that moment this girl doesn't touch me or try to do anything else. I'm pretty sure it's because she felt guilty as she knows I have a GF. Some time passes by, and we leave the room, and she then tells me that she only thinks of me as a friend, which is very confusing as she is the one who came to the house and took me into a room and nearly kissed me. From that moment she hasn't spoken to me, which has been upsetting me because I really liked her. What should I do? Do I talk to this girl or confess to my GF? It's building up inside me, and I feel like crap. And now for the top comments. You need to leave your girlfriend before you end up hurting her more. Don't talk to this other girl until you handle your actual relationship first. So, a couple of things. Stop. Right now. Break up with the poor woman who is stupidly in love with someone who isn't in love or even respects her. You need to not pursue any more people and work on yourself. You are a monkey brancher. That's not healthy. You don't pursue someone while saying someone is your girlfriend. If you all are dating and not exclusive, okay. You know why the other woman won't talk to you anymore. She realized you were a monkey brancher, and if you can do it to your current girlfriend, you can do it to her. You have to tell your girlfriend so she can fall out of love or let you go. You did cheat. You didn't almost cheat. You cheated. You were talking to and pursuing someone else. Think of it like this. If you found out your girlfriend was doing what you just did with another person, would it be cheating or almost cheating? She talked to and got to know them and caught feelings, isn't that what you said happened? It's cheating. You cheated. Come clean and let her go. Go fix yourself, never monkey branch again. You didn't almost cheat. You've been emotionally cheating with this other girl for months. Tell your girlfriend she deserves the truth and to find someone who respects her enough to be truthful and loyal. What's your say on this? Do you have a similar story? Comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.